What's happening, guys? This is the player's performance and Russell Crown on the Russell Hunt Show. What the hell? So, now we have to talk about your boy Mike. He's the first person on the list, and let's talk about him a little bit. Mike is exactly what I told you he was on my last player's performance, and that is someone looking for a home. He fortunately found one with Cody. Cody went up to Mike and was like, let's go, let's do this. And Mike's like, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want someone to come up to me. After this episode, there's 8 people left. You just want to get tagged alone? That's how I see Mike. If Mike wins this game, it's flawed. So, I don't think we will see Mike win this game. I think that's impossible. But if he did, I'll be the first person. You better come to the Russell Hunt Show, because I got a lot to say. And Mike Gabler is a terrible Survivor player, and he just wants to make sure that he finds that person to take care of him, that gets him further in the game. He doesn't get further in the game. He just wants to make sure someone else gets him further in the game. Next, like you guys know that I flip through this and go to the same old people, and it's Nicole. Nicole, man, I hate to do this early. I should put her last, but I do this every time. Nicole wins the Russell Crown. Congratulations, Nicole. She wins the Russell Crown because she was flawless this episode. She was strategically flawless this episode. She's the one that wanted to change the vote to James. She's the one that made sure that things were going right, like she wanted them to go. And she even used her still a vote. I know that doesn't make you too confused. She used it on Owen, so James wouldn't use his knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. What it does is it steals whatever you want it to steal, right? If you have a still a vote, if you have a idol, you have to look at this person and say, for instance, Nicole, you have a still a vote. I want it. And if you watch the episode, she did it super fast right off the bat. Jeff, I was like, why so fast? Jeff, I want to use my still a vote. But it's Owen, not James. Owen. So James like, oh, well, that's great. That's not me. It's not me she's voting. She wouldn't have never done that. It is the greatest. Man, that's why I like the end of the game of Survivor. Because we start seeing great strategic moves. Because they have to play. They have all these lovey-dovey people that's like, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter if I win or lose. As long as you hug me, then we'll find everything's okay. That's what we get these days. But at the end of Survivor, it comes a point to where you don't hug anymore. You fight. That's why I like it. Now I like it at the end, because they only start fighting hard at the end. Back in the day, they started fighting hard from the get-go, right? From day one. My dumbass girl alliance, day one. Not just me. A lot of survivors. They start playing hard day one. Now you cannot. Now you have to wait. So, congratulations to Noelle. She did an amazing job. I thought it was kick-ass. The way she did it, she used her She used her still a vote just to make sure that James didn't see it. Not only that, she's the one that swayed everybody. And Sammy, we'll get to Sammy in a little bit, but she swayed Sammy to change his vote. So we have Owen. Here's Owen. Again, I keep saying Owen, don't I? And I keep saying, why do they show Owen so much? Why? I think that's because Owen does pretty well in the game. Now what happens to Owen? Is he in trouble again? He's in trouble all the time. They keep showing him every episode. Lots of him. Does he play strategically? No, he does not. Does he play physically? No, he does not. What does he do? I'll tell you what Owen does. He waits for someone to save him. If Owen ends up by winning this game, I'll slap myself in the face. Live. That's all I'm going to do. Next. Okay, nope, you didn't make it. So we have Cody. I told you guys that Cody and Jesse were in control of this game. I said that on my last player's performance, and I had a few people that says, I don't think so. I think it's this player. I think it's Cody and Jesse are in control of this game. Maybe it's just because I'm a professional and you're not. Cody is absolutely in control of this game. Cody. And now he wins individual immunity. It doesn't matter if he would have won or not. He would have still did exactly what he did. So I think Cody's in control of the game. A little bit with Jesse, but I see Cody at the number one spot right now. Next, Sammy. My boy Sammy. Now I get it. Sammy goes to your girl. Talk about her in a little bit. Very close to the Russell Crown. But Sammy, he thinks, I don't want to stab anybody in the back, so I need to make sure if we change in the vote that we're doing it this way, right? Carla's my girl. I want to make sure I'm doing it this way. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But in the time of Survivor, you can't trust. In these days of Survivor, you cannot trust a soul. Not one person. Back in the day, you can trust one or two people. 3, maybe. Nowadays, you can't trust nobody. You got to do like Jesse and not tell anybody you have that idol. If that's what he did. We don't even know if that's what he did, but we'll get to Jesse. So, we have Sammy telling Carla that the plan, and Carla's such a good player. She was and I say, yeah, Cody's a good player too, but this was the time lapse in Cody's youngness. That, why? Because everybody was watching that. Everybody's watching that and saying, why are you doing that? Shut up. Let the plan happen like the plan's supposed to happen. But maybe it helps him because Carla, at the end of the day, went with him. So maybe he secured a very important part of his alliance. And I mean, I get it, guys. I mean, I get what Cody did. I get what Sammy did. I get what he did. It just, a lot of people don't like for that to happen. You're telling the person, you already have the votes. You have it done. And you're telling a person that could stop that from happening. If you noticed how nervous Sammy was during that tribal council, he kept looking at Carla. What's happening? What's that? You still want that? In other words, is it me? At one point I thought maybe it's Sammy. So what he did is very dangerous, but that's that fine line, guys. Maybe it works for him. because she didn't like it when he told her. But he thought he needed to tell her for his game. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. Now it's Laura. Laura almost won the Russell Crown. Very, very, very close. She's always very close to winning the Russell Crown. Noelle obviously won it, but she's inspiring that she won that challenge. I'm like, after she won her leg of the challenge, I'm like, please win it all for her. Because I wanted her. You dig so deep in that game, guys. I know this from experience that when you do that, it's unbelievable that you just did that. You do things in that game that you can't believe you just did. There's several times in my play that happened with me. And I was an athlete growing up, but it didn't matter. The whole game changes when you play, especially the physical part of it. So, Carla, I commend you. I do every week, it seems. She did not win the Russell Crown, but she was on the list. You're doing a good job, girl. Keep it up. And I like when they said, come on, big boys. She's like, what about the big girls? I like that. That she's confident, but she's so quiet too. I noticed when they start arguing, Owens and James, she does what she does. Not say a damn thing. And if you want to rewatch that, you'll see. So I like her. Next, Ryan. Ryan's a bad player. That's why he went home. That's all I got to say about him. You think catching fish and keeping... he caught... what do you call it? Basically big oysters. What do they call them? I forgot what he said. But anyway, I know what he's talking about because I ate them when I was there. But I guess he kept them in his bag because he hunted for them. And if I go home, food's going with me. That was his problem from the get-go. He thought that if he fished, and I said that like my last player's performance, if I fish, they have to keep me because I get them food. If I bring food with me and I get voted out, they can't vote me out and I have food with me. It doesn't work like that in Survivor, my friend. Ryan thought like that the entire time. He thought he was the hunter-gatherer, not a strategic player, just someone that gets food and hunts food. What did I say? Gathers food. He gatherer. But he's not. He is, but he's not to them. They don't care. You're going home. So if you think that you're going to go out there and just hunt and gather and be, man, I'm man. I go get food. I bring to tribe. You cannot. You have to keep me. No, doesn't work like that, Ron. That's why you went home. You was about to go home a long time ago. Now you're home. Good day, sir. Next. Let's see who we have next. I got to go through these. Jesse. Telling you guys, Cody and Jesse's in control. I'm telling you guys, nobody wants to listen. And we see on a excerpt of the next episode, someone says Cody and Jesse are in control. I said Cody would be next to go home. He wins individual immunity. Cody and Jesse are in control. If you don't see that, you don't know Survivor. I see little aspects of what's happening in the games. And what I see, in my mind, Cody and Jesse are in control. Next, Jesse has an idol, by the way. Cassidy, we finally see some action from Cassidy. And what we see from her is absolutely nothing. She doesn't even try to save herself. She knows nothing. We hear that she's so powerful with other people, but she does nothing. Cassie's not a strategic player. She's never seen, this is the first time we've seen Cassidy in any episode. First time ever. What is it? Episode 9? Please. So I don't think that she's a strategic player. I don't think she's a pitiful mess. of a physical player. Is she a social player? Who knows? Those can win the game, but I don't think she is. Next. James. Man, all of a sudden in the last 2 episodes, we see James as a bully. We see James moving around, trying to make moves, trying to say, see how you play now. That's why after he get voted off. Maybe he was behind the scenes, but we didn't see it. We didn't see James as the Godfather. But they called him the Godfather. And that's very interesting that happened. Maybe he was in more control than we actually see in real time. I didn't see him actually watching it. I didn't see him as a strategic player. I didn't see it. Maybe he was more than we actually see. I don't know. But that's all. That's all I got with him. So we go next. Is that it? I got to go through the voted out people. Yeah, I think that might be it. Yep, that's it. So that's all we got, guys. This season is very interesting. Not interesting. A little slow. I like the season. I do like the season, but when comparison to season 41, it's the best ever. When comparison to season 42, the best ever. When comparison to Gabon, a season like that, or season 18, Tocantins, it doesn't even compare. I'm going to do that video next on enhanced reality. If you want to check it out, the link will be in the description. That's all I got for you guys. Until next time, congratulations to Noelle. That's all I got. Keep hope alive.